My parents were scientists. They taught me biology is war. To win, a species must endure, reproduce, survive. The foes we're about to face evolved to win at all costs. They don't care about their losses, so long as they're the last ones standing. They're as cunning, adaptable, and tenacious as any Marine. But they lack our purpose, our conscience, and our mercy. 40th Marine Expeditionary Unit. This fight is not a simple bug hunt. Know our enemy. Know your strengths. Work together and live to fight another day. Colonel Ship, signing off.
Shake the cryo-freeze off, Marine. We got woke by a distress call. A Dr. Tim Honecker sent a mayday from an orbital refinery. Situation ain't clear, but on the outer rim, there's always a chance of xenomorphs. Board the station, find Honecker, and extract him. Staff Sergeant Herrera will be the voice in your ear. She'll guide you, warn you of enemy movements, and provide support. Might want to talk to Herrera before you deploy.
Hey, we didn't get a chance to brief earlier. Short version, while you're on the tip of the spear, I'll be in the dropship with El Tico running Overwatch and eating my abuela's cookies. You listen to what I say, I'll get your ass out in the smallest possible number of pieces. And you can have a cookie. You got any questions? Now's the time. You and me both. Let's do this. FireTeam, this is a rescue mission. You're boarding Katanga, a derelict orbital refinery. Ingress is via the forward airlock. You'll locate, secure, and evac Dr. Tim Honecker, a Weyland-Yutani scientist. So mount up, people. We got a ping on Dr. Honecker's personal data transmitter. He's not far in. First, we need a deck plan. Pull one off a terminal and chlorine extraction. Huh, just emergency lights. And maybe we can kick the backup power after we grab Honecker. Patch into the console. I'll pull it down over wireless. I got a deck plan. Backup generator is beyond Honecker's ping. We can kick it after we grab him. Our men should be in the junction ahead. Honecker, this is the Colonial Marines. You hearing me? Acid damage. Not encouraging. Continue your sweep. He should be right here. High speed incoming. Get hot. Way more than I expected. Signal from behind. This is so fucked. I didn't expect so many. Hey, on the deck, Honecker's PDT chip. He cut it out. But why? Doors welded shut. Sloppy work. Guess Honecker went this way. Hey, I got an idea how to track down Honecker. Searching this whole barge would take too long. Movement. Tell you my idea later. The exits are sealed. By Honecker, probably. Release the locks. Anyway, I'm thinking we can track the doctor using station logs. I found a data access point, but it's further in. Concentrate on getting the power up. Never seen so much acid in one bug. Where did these come from? Dynamo room's just ahead. Restart's mostly automated. Spinning this up is gonna make noise, vibration, heat, whatever bugs key off, they'll catch it. Be ready for a fight when you switch on. This thing's been idle a long while. It's gonna take time to... Movement!
Kids here.
Nice. We'll send a follow-up engineering team to get that mess fixed proper. Keep heading aft toward the core. Got another swarm brewing. Break out the heavy shit, this is gonna get spicy. The data access I mentioned is just ahead. We'll see if Honecker's left any tracks. I got Esther standing by to analyze the logs. She's our battalion synthetic.
Hello, Marines. It is a pleasure to work with you. The access point is to the right, through the door.
Got it. While S runs through the logs, you keep heading aft.
Pardon me. 2 weeks ago, the mainframe on Deck 41 was accessed, I believe by Dr. Honecker.
Marines, head to the core lift. Big freight elevator goes all the way up the main tower. When we reach Honecker, we're gonna find a scientist or a puddle of chunky marinara. I got a pool running. Same deal as the generator. Expect little friends to pop out all over when this turns on. Here they come. This is a big damn signal. Enjoy the ride, Marines. Next stop, Honecker. Or his corpse, whatever. Honecker is somewhere up on Katanga's mainframe decks. Looks like he's been searching for a safe place to hide from all the Xenos aboard. Our mission hasn't changed. Find him, get him out alive. Honecker, you out there? Staff Sergeant Herrera, Colonial Marines.
Yes. Yes, thank you.
He's in a radio dead zone. Patch into the local network. Honecker, you read?
Yeah, a lot clearer. Listen, to get to me, you'll have to go through the network security room. I locked down the deck. The override's in network security up in the ops center. Was that you? I heard a lot of banging.
Nothing to worry about. We're professionals.
Oh, I'm glad you're here. I can see you on my monitors now. Wait! Xenomorphs! Heading to you!
Let us handle it. Sentry deployed.
Wow. Our fights in Paula Station went very differently. Sorry. Have you seen a gray striped xenomorph?
Striped? No.
Have you been down to the surface? Did you make any arrests?
We can't discuss operations on an open channel, Doc.
Right. Yeah, of course. So, the halls between you and me are 120 below zero, so...
It's already getting red hot in there. Move fast.
Great. Now your lungs won't freeze on the way in. In theory. Sorry. Again, it's just, there's one Xeno that... I keep seeing it. I think. Maybe I'm just... I reset the access code to the server core.
Should do it. Now we... Fight off another damn swarm. Get to cover.
That one knows me. Followed me. And they made it. In the lab on LV-895. It came up here with us. We didn't know until... The woman who... The one it came out of. Her name was Monica. The room I'm in? It's only supposed to be opened by company admins. Unlocking takes a couple minutes. Locks are dropping. I hope you can...
Sentry deployed.
Good luck. They're coming. It's over. Oh, God. Finally.
My board's clear. Collect our man. Fuck. He ain't got a pressure suit. Stand by, FireTeam. New plan coming. Co, let's talk. Well, we found Honecker. Now we've got to get him safely back to the Endeavor. Lieutenant Ko will bring our dropship into one of the refinery hangars. Escort Honecker down to us for pickup. His safety's on you. Doc, take a sidearm. FireTeam, Honecker don't have any VA suit. Get him to our dropship in one piece. The bottom is filled with water. Not a good sign. Junction's clear. Direct route's blocked. I got no connection to those compartments. We'll bypass below decks. Down 8 flights. Subdeck 3A. Hijo de puta, the core leaks flooded the whole bottom of the station. Right. Bypass Mark 1, Mod 1, head through waste processing. Doors got power, but they're locked down. Esther?
A 16 million digit cipher. Perhaps check the logs at the maintenance synthetics? Accessing. I have the code for you.
Clear.
Shore party, this is your pickup. Beginning dropship approach to the refinery. No response from Hangar Delta ALS. Diverting to Epsilon.
The Beltway. Home stretch, FireTeam.
Sentry deployed.
So, we're safe.
I'd say that's a negative. That a company ship?
Is that all of them?
What the fuck happened here?
Wayland-Yutani synths brought local animals up to, replenish the hive. Then eggs back down for experiments.
They bred Xenos? Come mierdas.
Listen,
I have no link to PryFly. I can't run the launch sequence by remote. Shore party, you'll prep the hangar. Start depressurization when you are ready.
When you hit that, every Xeno in the vents will pour out. Doc, you boarding?
Alright, here we go. It's a big room. This'll take time.
Right on time. Here come the bugs.
Keep them off us, or fly yourself
sentry
home.
deployed.
Staff Sergeant, we're good to go. Relax and enjoy the ride home. Just keep the civvy from throwing up during my burn. Put a bag over his head or something.
I don't much like what Hanukkah had to say. Wayland-Yutani ran Katanga like a fucking ant farm. Used androids to bring up animals from the moon, left them on the refinery for the Xenos, took the eggs back down to the lab. There's a queen aboard Katanga, laying those eggs. SOP says, phew, that's when you pull out and file an insurance claim. We'll deal with Katanga later. Right now, Colonel Ship wants us down on LV-895. Hanukkah says some Wayland-Yutani people disappeared before his group evac. Could be there's other survivors looking for rescue. You could get the details on the surface conditions from Lieutenant Ko. She'll be flying you and Herrera down.
Marines, we're heading down to LV-895. The Wayland-Yutani surface lab was overrun by Xenos, but there may be survivors. The closest shelter is the mountain caves to the west. You rappel into the caverns for search and rescue. Check your fire. Remember, we're looking for friendlies. This isn't a cave. It's block construction. A company bunker, maybe. Huh. Weird door. A live terminal. See if you can pull any logs. Incident report. Radiological waste breach. Lockdown. No specifics. Keep advancing. The tent. Blood. Not a good sign. Continue your sweep. There could still be friendlies alive.
You're trespassing on Wayland-Yutani property.
This is the Colonial Marines. You from Pala Station?
Yes, I'm Security Chief Cynthia Rodriguez. You're in danger here, Marines.
Yeah, no kidding. We're here to rescue you.
I'll get those bastards for this ambush.
Understood, ma'am. Be ready to receive us. Across the canyon. What the hell is that? With the overhang, we couldn't see this on approach. Now we need to get you across that canyon. Co, you got their location here. Controls on the overlook. Get that bridge extended.
I'll assume that was a rhetorical question. Chopati, I drop on my next pass. I suggest you move.
Across the canyon, FireTeam, move!
Straight away.
Watch for stragglers. We made contact with Weyland-Yutani survivors led by Cynthia Rodriguez. She claims they're safe in a company bunker. We're not abandoning them to the Xenos. Find a safe route through the caves so we can extract them. Rodriguez, there's no way Weyland-Yutani built all this. So who did?
It's company property. Beyond that, my non-disclosure agreement applies. I strongly recommend you withdraw.
Is the giant head like an executive perk? Esther, you seeing this?
Yes. Curious.
Private channel, FireTeam. I read a terminal ahead. Access it. Esther, pull what you can. Casual-like. Rodriguez keeps asking us to leave. Let's find out why. Hey, Esther's hack will take time.
Eyes out! You see this?
So dig in. A bug swarm could roll through.
My access was cut off.
Marines, it's Rodriguez. My network's down. What are you doing?
We shot up a mess of Xenos. Maybe acid hit something. Esther, you get anything off that terminal?
Encoded files. I will need Endeavor's mother system to decrypt.
You're clear. Esther, you've been quiet. What is this place?
Preliminary ESR dating suggests the ruins predate human spaceflight by 3 millennia.
Crowd.
Getting a reading. Synth power signs. Get to cover! We got attacked by company synths. Can you shut them down?
They're in a contingency state. Only an executive could override them.
Rodriguez, we're seeing synths fighting Xenos.
Xenomorphs don't attack synthetics. Not unless they are attacked. I'd stay clear.
Excuse me. I have unlocked the door.
Rally up, FireTeam. Nice work, Esther.
The computers here are protected by 16 million character ciphers.
Like the ones on the Katanga Working Joes when we pulled Hanukkah around?
One must admire Weyland-Yutani's dedication to network security.
Esther, seal the door behind them. Catch your breath, FireTeam. Rodriguez is just ahead. We're closing in on Rodriguez's group. They're at the bottom of an ancient ruin she won't talk about. It's a trade secret. There's haywire Weyland-Yutani security synths ahead. Cut through them, link up with Rodriguez, and get her people home safe.
Marines, you've sealed yourself in a dangerous location.
The Xenos behind us weren't exactly safe.
What's down here with us is worse. Sergeant Herrera, please listen.
that?
You need to withdraw your team. The only survivors of Paula Station are synthetics.
Yes. We're not gonna leave you in their hands, Rodriguez.
You're not understanding me. I repeat, the only ones here are synthetics.
I need you to speak plain, Rodriguez.
I told you. Call me Cynthia. SNDHYA. Wayland-Yutani Model 9500. I am the central computer of Paula Station.
You gotta be fucking kidding me. Esther, where's Rodriguez? Cynthia, whoever.
She is an artificial intelligence. Rodriguez, Cynthia, is on those servers.
No one on Paula knew that? Honecker didn't know that? Esther, we need a way to shut Cynthia down.
She has executables across multiple databases. We must disable her network hubs.
FireTeam, watch for synth power cores. Same as the console before. Log them in to overload the system.
Agent's here. Grabbing him.
Do you comprehend the significance of these ruins? What you risk unleashing here?
Grabbing ammo.
There are forces in the universe humans are not prepared to grapple with.
Let's rock.
Primary hub powering down.
Mine's out.
Cynthia's optical network is collapsing.
I asked you to leave. I did everything to discourage your advance. You wouldn't stop.
What's that about?
The primary hub has failed.
Rearming.
The auxiliary is now handling 76% of Cynthia's internal traffic.
Keep looking for power cores, FireTeam. Let's overload that aux hub.
For your own safety, do not delve further into these ruins. Final report. Dispatched.
She is gone. It is over.
You got her, FireTeam. Co and I are inbound. We'll have you home before the sweat dries.
I forwarded details of my behavioral inhibitors to your email. It is important you know this could not happen to me. My mind is very different.
Well, never figured we'd be fighting robots. One or two? Yeah, that happens. The more complex the scent, the higher the risk. They say it's because the smart ones have more code, more chance of an error someplace. You wanna know what I think? I think it's because the smart ones figure out how we treat them. Rodriguez, Cynthia, kept running the company's experiments after the outbreak at Pala Station. Marched her army down into those ruins and used Honecker's pathogen on shit. Before you took out Cynthia, she issued contingency orders to her sense. Now, Endeavor's seeing all kinds of weird shit deeper in the ruins. Gravity turning itself off, gamma ray bursts. Whatever she did, it probably ain't good for us. I want your fire team back dirt side. Find what's causing the anomaly. If it's a problem, handle it.
When we took out Cynthia, she triggered something, some contingency plan by Wayland-Yutani. Now Esther's seeing gravity and power distortions under the surface of LV-895. You're going back into the ruins to find the source. FireTeam, we need to locate the anomaly. I got Esther and Doc Honecker on the line for assist.
Just speaking of this. Okay. Hello?
The gravity distortions are increasing. I recommend haste.
Ever heard of Elizabeth Shaw and Charlie Holloway? They claimed life on Earth was seeded by another race. I read about them on conspiracy sites. Their papers have been out of print for a century. A cautionary tale in my field.
There is a magnetic anomaly nearby. Might you investigate?
Grabbing ammo.
fine. Last one. Then we focus on the big anomaly.
What is this?
It's got an ass load of carvings. Get scanning, FireTeam.
Those jars.
Sentry to pull.
We already had these symbols. Perhaps another? I have logged a number of characters. We still require a key to translate them.
Esther, what are the big, intestinal tracts?
Insufficient data to speculate.
It's alien. We can't make any assumptions. The far platform. There's Wayland equipment around it.
The door ahead's sealed.
Maybe there's a control system?
Sentry to pull.
Wayland Yutani has interfaced with a non-human instrumentality.
Up.
They could control the doors. FireTeam, rig a connection for Esther.
Grabbing ammo. I got you.
Accessing the Wayland
Catching up.
Yutani translation matrix. There is a remarkable amount of data here. Stand by. I believe I have it.
Esther's got the door! Secure the room! That gravity anomaly is getting stronger. Let's see what Cynthia left for us to deal with.
Cynthia's notes contain a term for the builders of this facility.
Grabbing ammo.
Wayland Yutani referred to them as the engineers.
Esther, you can read the text?
Yes, it is very similar to Proto-Indo-European, a prehistoric human dialect. I believe Dr. Honecker finds my conclusions distressing. Perhaps I have made an error.
That's one of the jars' pathogen comes in. You don't seem affected. I'll assume it was empty when you found it. In each one of those jars, there's 4 ampules of pathogen, packed in some kind of preservative slime. Or maybe it's for shock absorption. Just a drop of pathogen by injection or ingestion can cause mutations. There were signs it could be aerosolized and inhaled, too. You'd see effects in seconds. The Paula station team didn't know where the company got it. It's crazy advanced genetic engineering, biological nanotechnology. Beyond anything they'd ever seen. Beyond theories, even. Now we know it came from those 4,000-year-old ruins. Which means whoever made those ruins probably made pathogen.
I don't know what we found under LV-895, who built that place, or what it's for. The distortions and anomalies Cynthia started are still growing. Something's warming up. We need to know what. Get down there and find out.
The gravitational anomaly continues to intensify. Locating the source is imperative.
Stay frosty. We know there's Xenos. God knows what else Cynthia had.
And that alien equipment. Who knows what it does? Be careful.
What are we looking at in here, Doc?
It could be, with that structure... I have no idea.
Whoever built this, they sure as hell hate straight fucking lines. Hey, hold up and listen.
I will try to acquire a facility layout. Hit only the controls I specify.
FireTeam, set up a perimeter. It could take her a while.
I got you.
Farthest left, center right, center top. Analyzing output. Stand by. I could only find a local map. Please head up the ramp.
Yo, Honecker, anything you can tell us about who built this place?
Huh. Well, all the metals are dark, and that's interesting. They don't need to be. It may be an aesthetic choice.
Signals, get a camera on. Missed them.
I I saw no evidence of xenomorph physiology.
Maybe it's local life?
Sentry
Or
deployed.
rats. Pala Station had rats.
This facility is remarkably intact for its antiquity and fully powered. There is an unusual power signature nearby, similar to emissions within the anomaly. Might you set up a scanner? The structure on the ceiling. Over the scanner.
Later, we got company. So, what's that on the ceiling?
A biological energy capacitor. A living battery.
We're near the end of the layout Esther grabbed. Use the, squish...
Farthest left, center right, center top. Stand by. Recording the output. Again, I fear I could only extract a local layout.
She's modest. A good university department would take months to do that.
The map seems to label the section ahead Basket of the Heavenly Traveler.
We must be missing some context. Can I see?
Sentry.
Looks like a control center.
No, careful. That's an anthropomorphic assumption.
Could you obtain a
Sentry
LiDAR
deployed.
sweep of the presumed control center?
That'll rile our friends in the walls. Be ready.
Charging the deck.
And here we go. Signal's closing. You're good. They're gone. Patch up and reload. Stand ready, FireTeam.
That's a ship. Right?
It is the source of the gravitational distortions.
Cynthia's Asset Zero. That's where we're headed, FireTeam.
We haven't forgotten about all that missing pathogen, right?
So, Esther said I should explain the pathogen for you. The genetically engineered mutagen Pala Station experimented with. Wayland Yutani provided a jar of it, but never said where they got it from. Now I know it was from those ruins you found. The animals we used pathogen on got faster, stronger, more durable, but crazy aggressive too. The company wanted financially viable mutations. When Administrator Bellows arrived, he had pathogen tested on xenomorphs. And that's when everything went off the rails. We never found a way to safely dispose of it. Critters mutated by it we could kill. Pathogen itself? I don't know. The safest thing is to leave it in those jars. They're pretty tough.
An alien ship. That's the source of the gravity distortions. We don't know yet what Cynthia's trying to do with it. Who knows what's on that thing or what it can do. Get aboard, shut it down, by any means necessary.
Cynthia's final orders were to prepare Asset Zero, the alien ship, for activation.
Activated for what?
Nothing good. FireTeam, get aboard and stop it.
Pathogen jars.
They dangerous?
Only if opened. We couldn't dent the casing.
Signal's closing! They're unknown. What the fuck were those?
I guess pathogen mutations of some native life form.
Mierda. Are those people?
Sentry deployed.
Doc, I really hope that wasn't nobody you knew.
Well, we didn't even know Wayland had a team down here.
There's more! Pivot to engage!
Sentry deployed. I got you.
Guess the mutants don't like synths.
Might you access that one's short-term memory?
Not aid kits here.
More pathogen! Movement! Can't block it!
A Leon!
Synth memory intact. Extracting navigation data.
The Leon Stalker. That was native life.
Grabbing ammo.
Big cat with chameleon abilities. Watch for the shimmer. They blend, but not perfectly. Jesus. Wayland moved all the pathogen here.
Storage. For transport to labs in the core.
Hijo de puta. I know an ammo magazine when I see one.
Analysis complete. The synths are working from a location on the upper levels.
Then we keep heading up. All down. Move on.
There is an open synthetic near field on the far end of the room. Likely necessary to interface with this instrumentality. The exit to the control room has been sealed. Quantum encryption.
Another ass load of mutants! Clear the deck!
The door encryption is complex. There are other synthetics nearby. If one has an intact memory core, I may be able to reconstruct the cipher.
Got one of Honeker's Leons in there! Mutants didn't leave much of this one.
This one is intact. Stand by.
I can't believe how many have been infected.
I have reconstructed Cynthia's cipher. Access the upper door, over where you entered. On the ceiling, the same capacitors we encountered in the previous section. Disable the enzymatic fuel cells. Build-up rate reduced to 16%. The final capacitor is in the center on the floor. I do not believe the alien ship will fly again.
We'll keep a garrison aboard anyway. Things have alive. Be just our luck if it heals itself, too. Co, set us down in that hangar. FireTeam, prep for extract. Beers are on me.
I put you in for a commendation, but we ain't got one for grounding a 4,000-year-old alien ship. Cynthia loaded that thing with an assload of pathogen, and we're sending it toward Earth. Could be Weyland-Yutani would have recovered it safe and handled it all responsible like. Yeah, I can't say that with a straight face. Yo, fuck the company. We're setting a perimeter around the ship. Too early to tell if it'll hold. There's a lot of mutants and Xenos down there. Palace Station, the main part where Honecker worked, is still infested. But no sign of the Queen yet. Gracias a Dios. That ain't our problem. Yet. We gotta deal with the Katanga hive. Listen up. There's a Xeno Queen on Katanga, laying eggs. Colonel Ship says we gotta destroy the refinery. But the problem is, Endeavor, she ain't got the firepower. Katanga's a whole damn city in space. We could incinerate chunks, but we ain't got enough heavy ordnance for it all. So here's the deal. We're gonna overload the refinery's fusion plant. That's gotta be done from a control center at the heart of the hive.
I hoped we would have an opportunity to speak again. When you disabled Cynthia, she made several cryptic statements. In retrospect, I believe she was attempting to warn us of the dangers within the Engineer ruins. Weyland-Yutani would have installed programmatic blocks on her ability to discuss the subject. The best she could do was dissuade us against further exploration. True, Weyland-Yutani does not enjoy a reputation for altruism. That was not always the case. Peter Weyland, the company founder, was obsessed with furthering humanity's progress. He made long-term investments, the terraforming of Mars and the Heliades-class surveyors. I do not wish to imply the company has re-embraced Weyland's ideals. However, Pala Station was established 2 decades ago. It was not intended to turn a quick profit. I will retain the briefing file for you. If you ever wish to review, you have but to inquire.
This is the big one, FireTeam. The Katanga Xeno Hive must be destroyed. We stop the spread here. Blue Team will advance ahead of you and rig the refinery for self-destruct. You'll follow and keep their path to safety open. A fire team from 3rd Platoon has point and is moving ahead of us. Their call sign is blue. We'll keep the sentry guns up so they can get out again. Xenos inbound! Rearm the sentries! Lot of Sierras in here. Somebody throwing a We Love Xenos convention?
There is no evidence of higher-level organization. With Cynthia offline, they have no direction.
Herrera! We're dogging the doors behind us! We got hit by pursuing Sin!
Sentry deployed.
Acknowledge, Molina. We'll take care of them. Fire team, spike a console for me. Esther, I want you to lock down all doors to forward and aft of our route.
My network intrusion will be detected. Expect a counterattack.
Give the lady time to work, fire
Check
team.
this out.
Initiating door overrides. Subdeck 5 through deck 35.
Let's rock!
Rolling inbound.
Gun ready.
Thank you. I will isolate the air ducts by deck.
Sentry deployed.
Semper Fi.
Expect more xenomorphs to be roused by this. All ducts sealed. Lakasi Tower is isolated.
We don't leave our people behind. You know these things. Find Blue Fire Team. That's all.
You scanned a xenomorph organ? Show me your data. Acid spray gland. Relatively intact. I'll give this a good review later. Spitters are interesting. Most forms of xenomorph charge and attack with claws and striking teeth. These things deliberately keep their distance. They have claws and teeth, and they'll use them if you're stupid enough to get close. Mostly they spray acid, like terrestrial oog-peaster beetles or spitting cobras. I've seen reports of ranges up to 25 meters. I'm damn curious to know what these things breed out of. We've seen spitters before, but not often, and this head shape is unique. They must come from something native to LV-895.
We told you that 25 years ago, Katanga was falsely reported destroyed. In 2175, Siegson had moved it to the Mid-Rim. 2 years later, the colony it serviced was overrun by xenomorphs. Survivors fled to Katanga, where the infestation spread. Colonial Marines responded to their distress call. It was a Marine who claimed Katanga was scuttled. A senior staff officer on site conspired to hand the young hive over to Weyland-Yutani. Siegson reported something unusual on the far side of the planet from their settlement. It became the focus of the entire colony's efforts. The xenomorph outbreak began at that remote site and spread back to the main complex. The colonists ultimately abandoned the surface and fled to Katanga. Some evacuees proved to be infected and the infestation flared up again. There was discord among the survivors, unspecified personal grievances. A few deaths were involved. If you wish to review, we're always available. No need to warn us ahead of time. We have your schedule.
We are now officially on search and rescue. Blue Team made it through Katanga's last security since, but once they reached the Xeno Hive, they dropped out of radio contact. You're going in to find them. Look, flares on the deck. Follow them. Molina's Blue Fire Team passed this way. You're in their house. They could come from any direction. So, be paranoid. If you see something, shoot something. Body on the deck. Corporal Delahaye. Grab her tags. Still 2 out there. Another drone creeping on you! We keep bleeding these pendejos while they burn a hole at the bottom of the hull.
Unlikely. Hive resin is at...
More Xenos! Flares go across the catwalks. Keep on them. S, what have you got?
Blue team used this console to disable the capacitor safeties.
They're still in the fight. They'd be headed to the core lift next. Another way! Blue fire team, are you out there? One door's welded. Blue team went that way. Cut it. BDT, close. Blue team, sing out!
Red team, can you hear me? Copy. I'm not receiving.
Sentry deployed.
Molina, we hear...
To one clear. Punch! Little blood!
Hang on, Molina, we're coming. Private Brzezinski. Molina's close. Get her home.
They're coming!
Tag it, fire team! We were so close. One fucking hallway. Eyes, top side!
Sentry. Grabbing ammo.
Fire team, we got updated orders. With blue team down, we're taking over point on this op. You're going to scuttle this fucking shitbox. You put the core in an override loop. That means going all the way to the bottom, the heart of the nest. The Xenos took out the entire blue fire team. Their mission falls to us. You're going into the heart of the hive to rig the refinery for detonation. That will take out the Xeno Queen, her entire brood, and you if you don't move fast. You're gonna put the refinery into overload state. You need to do that from process control. It's at the base of Likasi's core. Before you enter the core, we'll restore the auxiliary lift. There'll be your egress. Self-destruct won't give much time. Door hit's locked. There's an active terminal. Try it. Wash your hands after you touch that. Console's busted. New plan. You cut through the door. Swarm inbound! Hold up on the door! The aux elevator. Get it powered up. After you start the overload, this will be your evac route. Now we blow this place. Final briefing at the core. I haven't seen cocoons since... We burned the hive. This doesn't happen to nobody else.
Required.
Some are life forms from LV-895, brought up by Cynthia.
Process controls the next room. End game. Prep while we brief you.
Fire team, this is Colonel Ship. There are 3 systems you'll disable. Esther will guide you through the process. When all 3 systems are down, the reactor will build up to overload. You'll have about 2 minutes to reach that elevator you fixed. Watch out for each other. Dismissed.
The lift will express you down to subdeck 5. We'll be waiting to evac you there.
When you're ready, breach the door. Vaya con Dios, kids. Make me proud.
Sentry deployed.
I am analyzing the control systems. Stand by.
Sentry deployed.
Please, disable the safety limiters on the Kasi Core's auger.
Sentry deployed.
position! Keep firing!
Please, disable the primary manual breakers.
Keep it up!
Please, access the primary power regulator. Activate all systems. Full draw.
Go back to hell!
Please input override code 260479 and press the button marked Shakti XS.
Back to the elevator, move! Xeno Queen! You can't take her out, just run! Don't stop! Shag it! You can do this! Go, go! Stay out of the fire!
Assistance required.
Bypassing damage. Assistance required.
Smiley, get back! Buckle in, shore party. We're burning to escape debris scatter.
Under my authority as delegated by the Secretary of the Navy, I have awarded you the Expeditionary Service Ribbon for heroic service. Upon loss of contact with a Marine unit, you advanced into a xenomorph hive and confirmed the status of 3 MIAs. You then completed their mission, resulting in the destruction of said hive. Your boldness and dedication are in keeping with the finest traditions of the Colonial Marine Corps and United America's Armed Services. Given this day, in May 2202, Colonel Olivia Shipp, Commanding Officer, 33rd Marine Regiment, 11th Marine Division. Some things don't belong in official reports. Katanga has been a stain on the honor of the Corps for years. If you haven't heard the details yet, don't worry about it. I'll just say I'm personally glad to see the place blown to hell. Report to Lieutenant Santos for debriefing. Dismissed.
Bada bangs. Guess we can't call you Boot no more, huh? Hell of a deployment. We found shit Wayland Yutani spent a lot of time and money hiding. Ruins left by aliens that look like us. An orbital refinery used as a Xeno breeding farm. And a lab using tech from the ruins on Xenos from the refinery. We still gotta secure LV-895 in the alien ruins. There's Xenos and mutants running loose down there. Normally, we carpet nuke the place. Ruins be damned, but Doc Hanukkah says that can make things worse. Spray that pathogen shit all over the damn moon. Near term, we're gonna hold orbit, keep this shit locked down. I'll bet my ample Marine paycheck they're on their way here right now. They'll send military contractors, dog catcher units, lawyers. Maybe they'll talk, maybe they'll just start shooting. But that ain't all we gotta worry about. Doc Honecker says some rival company to Weyland-Yutani sabotaged Palace Station. Whoever that was, if they heard his mayday, they might be on their way here too. Shit's gonna get real interesting around here.